Day weekend as we welcome you to the 8th straight Monday of PBA playoff action here on FS1. Tonight, from inside the iconic Bayside Bowl in Portland, Maine, we present our final pair of quarterfinal matches. Last week, it was the world's #1, Jason Belmonte, being shut out by Chris Prather. Anthony Simonson rallied to move on. The other two semifinal tickets will be confirmed tonight. Your lone international player left, the Englishman Dom Barrett, meets 6th seed Sean Rash. Later, we begin with Wes Malott and Bill O'Neill. And this Saturday afternoon, we're right back here inside Bayside Bowl for our live semifinal coverage of the PBA playoffs. That's over on Fox. Sunday, it's our championship match, also on Fox. Rob Stone, the Hall of Famer, Randy Peterson here with you. Let's start with two who are destined for the PBA Hall of Fame and two who appear to have maybe rediscovered past glory here in Portland. Wes Malott, Bill O'Neill. So far, they have been this tournament's comeback kids.
Yeah, Lady Luck has definitely been on their side. Wes Malott, very fortuitous to get to the corners in both of his matches, starting with the match against Josh Blanchard. Wes finishes late. Josh Blanchard needs a double and 9 to advance. He gets a double and 7. Malott wins on the bench by 1. Then against Jacob Buttrick. Buttrick pulls the highest game of the tournament at 268. He takes down game 1. Malott comes back with 226. They go to a roll-off. Buttrick needs a strike. He gets 9. Malott wins again.
By 1 pin. Bill O'Neill also doing a little comeback action. Let's ring the bell versus Jesper Svensson in the round of 16.
Yeah, they go to a roll-off as well. Svensson struggled late after having a great look. O'Neill gets up, trips the 2-pin forward, strikes behind it, and he advances.
Billy O'Neill, he won the PBA Hall of Fame Classic to open the season. And on the left, the Big Nasty, his best finish this year came in Indy when he finished in 3rd.
The number 15 seed from Pflugerville, Texas, Wes Malott. He'll be facing the number 7 seed from Langhorne, Pennsylvania, Bill O'Neill.
Now let's join Bill, Wes, and the 3rd member of our FS1 team, Kimberly Pressler.
Wes, you bowled well in your first 2 matches to get here, but it's no secret you had a little bit of help from your opponents. So what do you have to do tonight to execute better?
I just got to bowl my own game, not worry about what's going on. Definitely have used 2 of my life so far. I feel really good. I expect a great match here, and hopefully I can come out on top again.
Well, a little luck never hurts, right?
Never.
All right, best of luck to you tonight. And Bill, the last time we saw you went up against Jesper, a 2-handed lefty, but tonight you're going up against this guy, and you both like to bowl straight down the lane. So how are you going to handle that extra traffic?
Yeah, I'm going to have to pay attention a lot. You know, the lanes might change a little bit more than they did against Jesper. I'm just hoping to get off to a lot better start physically than I did against Jesper, and just, and just keep my mind open and play the lanes, see what happens.
All right, well, best of luck to you as well.
As we've been in the round of 16 and here in the quarterfinals, it's a race to 2 points. Every game you win is a point. You win the first 2 games, you automatically move on to Saturday's semifinals. If we're tied 1 point apiece, we go to the old 2-frame roll-off as we ring the bell for a little bonus bowling. We've seen it plenty through the weeks here in Portland. And here's a look at the PBA Playoffs oil pattern, sponsored by Firestone Complete Auto Care. Keep your car running newer, longer.
39 feet of Don Carter. And you heard both players say that they were going to try to play pretty straight. Kimberly said it in the interview. Look for them to go pretty straight right around 2nd arrow to start.
Wes Malott will start us off. Strong start to 2019 for Big Wes. Hasn't been so good since until he landed here in Portland. He's gotten the breaks, but you need those moments in these big, long, grinding tournaments, just like the Women's World Cup, which is going to start in just days here on Fox and FS1. You're not going to play your best every game. Sometimes you need those breaks to go your way. Here's Bill O'Neill from Langhorne, PA. Earned his 10th tour title earlier this season, which makes him PBA Hall of Fame eligible, and he gets all 10 to go down.
Nice start by both players. Beautiful game of Bill O'Neill. Strong guy, works out. He's in the gym. Boy, you can really see Bill O'Neill's hand behind the ball at release. And that's to keep it from having that violent change of direction and enabling him to go straighter up the boards.
Party Pit is the chant.
Good.
Left the 4.
And you heard him say that was good. So he'll have to move. He'll have to make an adjustment. He'll move his feet a board or two to the left and maybe his target aboard with it. So Rob, on a less intense note, today's date is what?
May 27th. Did somebody...
You know what tomorrow is?
Yeah, I do.
What is it?
It's your birthday.
What'd you get me?
You haven't opened it yet?
I haven't received it yet.
Oh, you haven't been home. You haven't seen the car parked in front of your driveway?
Come on, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God!
You're welcome. I got you a Dodge Duster.
Shreds the rack. You know what I want for my birthday?
What's that?
I want a 300 game tonight.
Okay, well, Bill O'Neill is doing his part so far. We got 4 games coming your way tonight. Let's get it out of the way early. Later tonight, Sean Rash, Dom Barrett. O'Neill's been perfect through 2. Well, hammer time.
Oh.
No way. No way. Through the nose.
Yikes.
Right in the schnoz.
Big Four's only been made one time on television, and that was by Walter Ray Williams Jr.
Who else? Did he throw that red ball at it?
I can't remember what spare ball he used. He'll make a move on that right lane, don't worry. I mean, we've had just about everything in this season, our first season with Fox, with the exception of
Perfection.
a perfect game. Is it too much to ask for on my birthday? I mean, for my birthday? I mean, come on.
It feels slightly greedy.
Really?
I would love to present you with the perfect game. We've got 3 more chances tonight.
That's freaking 2 left on that. Come on, Wes.
Maybe a belated birthday present. The semifinals Saturday, the championship game Sunday. Just offering up in case it doesn't happen.
Okay.
It's all about managing expectations.
Hey, I'm a team player. I'll take it in the finals.
$100,000
Yeah.
on the line Sunday over on Fox. Saturday, we move over to the other bay here at Bayside Bowl. This is the original setting.
Bowling on lanes 14 and 15, thus the 2-ball returns.
What are you doing?
4-pin,
You're
huh?
jumping into it.
4-pin, 4-pin,
on.
and you heard Wes say, what are you doing?
Definitely the right ball, though.
The third 4-pin in 5 frames for Big Wes. And not able to take advantage of that opening given to him by Bill O'Neill when Billy left the Big 4 in the third. I thought it was real interesting the last time we saw Bill. He was talking with his tour rep, Sean Ryan, and Sean said, go back to what your dad and you used to work on. And Billy bailed it out. He found something late, won the second game, won the roll-off.
Dose in a row for Billy O. And a lead change. Bill up 3 now.
Coming right at you. Watch the hand position. Right up the back of the ball. He made an adjustment moving left with his feet and his target. The lead now 13 for O'Neal.
Keep on.
After that open frame, O'Neal has responded with 3 in a row. The big nasty now forced to play a little comeback bowling here in game 1 of our quarterfinal showdown. Let's flash back to last week. Chris Prather, your 9 seed, battling the world's best, Jason Belmonte. And Belmo was lost for a majority of this 2-game showdown. Prather won the first 197-165 and then took the other one by 10 pins, so a sweep. Anthony Simonson, Andres Gomez was awfully interesting.
It really was. Simonson found something late, then used it in the second game to shoot 243. Andres misses another 10-pin, and Simo blisters him in the roll-off, 56-39.
Simonson, the 4 seed, Prather, the 9 seed. They meet this Saturday, noon Eastern, over on Fox. 100 grand to the winner. Wes Malott now down 13. Strikes in 2 of his first 3 frames. But yet to strike here on the right. There's his first on the right side.
Well, it looks like when Wes's hand passes up through the middle of the ball at release, that he almost always strikes. But we've seen him have difficulty in his previous 2 matches of repeating and executing shots.
That 10, very important, 10 career PBA Tour titles. Makes you PBA Hall of Fame eligible, something Bill O'Neal did earlier this season.
It kind of mirrored
Yes.
careers, right? Both with 10 titles, both with U.S. Open wins. The lead for O'Neal now only 3. Puts a good touch on this one and gets the nice pin carry. Bill O'Neal 6 in earnings this season, 9th in average.
A win, a 3rd place, and a 4th place finish on the tour as well.
Wow, that was a really good shot, Rob. And your friend,
No,
the 10-pin.
nah, that's my arch enemy in bowling.
Wow. Little mini tornado created by the 6 going around the 10 there.
So O'Neal slides his way to the left lane.
Back on the gravy train with biscuit wheels after that ugly ring and 10. See, that's what the 6 is supposed to do, Rob. Go to the sidewall, cut the legs out from underneath the 10 pin.
Know your role.
Exactly. I want you to watch this now. Very unique way that Wes works his thumb in and out of the ball. Puts his thumb in right before he goes, pulls it out, puts it back in. He hated it. Look at his reaction.
Cover, yeah, cover in the face.
And it was absolutely dead flush. Look at this.
Now, how many breaks has this guy gotten here?
Come on, Rigger. He's retaken the lead now. Max score 249 for Wes Malott. Max score 241 for Bill O'Neill. Foundation frame. Set up the 10th, Wes. Be the big nasty. Not to be.
4-pin.
Man, throws that shot, hates it, comes back, pulls the next shot. It's been troublesome for him in his matches, and he's been able to somehow survive.
Cleans that one up. He'll take a seat and see what O'Neill can do in the 9th and 10th.
I can tell you what O'Neill can do. He can shut out Wes Malott with a strike in the 9th and a strike in the 10th and good count. There's one.
Miles an hour down the lanes. As far as speed averages, where does that play out on the tour?
That's on the higher end. That's on the fast side of the spectrum.
There's your strike.
Greatest players in the world out here, and you give them an opportunity, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to take advantage of it, and Big Wes knows that. Wes, 4 pins he's left in game 1. 4.
All of them converted for 9 spares. Everything else was strikes for him.
O'Neill only 2 misses. The big 4 in the 3rd, and that vicious ringing 10 in the 7th. All right, all he needs is a spare. If he gets 1, we have the possibility of a tie.
Cover it and take game 1. And that's what Billy O does. So the real deal takes the first point. And now he's 1 point, or 1 game away from the semifinals this Saturday. Wes Malott falls to Bill O'Neill. So back against the wall for the big nasty. Can he rebound versus Bill O'Neill in game 2? Bill O'Neill took care of game 1, 229 to 217, so he gets the first of our 2 points. 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup, Randy, coming your way in just days. The U.S. women, the defending champs, won it 4 years ago in Canada. They look for that historic 4th World Cup title in France. Every match live on Fox and FS1. They open up, Randy, June 11th versus Thailand. Your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, bad news for Thailand. They're making their Women's World Cup debut. The only thing I could say to that is blowout.
I think you're going to be right, my friend.
Yeah, debuts usually don't go well.
Bingo, particularly at the World Cup. Time now for this week's Ebonite Flashback. Takes us back to January 6th. Bill O'Neill taking on Jacob Butler for the PBA Hall of Fame Classic. O'Neill struck 4 times in a row, took the lead. Butler failed to convert the 4-7 in the 9th. Opened the door for the real deal.
Bill O'Neill covers the 10, wins his 10th title. He's Hall of Fame eligible.
It's also his first singles title in 4 years.
Huge win for him, especially after the passing of his mother. And I know how emotional that win was for him. And it was just great to see. There wasn't a dry eye in the booth or in the building in terms of the friends and family that were there watching.
Yeah, certainly emotional for Dad, Bill.
Senior.
Back home watching in Pennsylvania.
Yep. It's great to see him in Detroit for the World Series. And Bill O'Neill off to his striking ways. Was that a ball change, Rob?
It was a matching strike, I know that.
Yeah, I think that might have been a ball change. He's moved in just a little bit. I think he's disgusted with himself.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much smiling.
He looked a little PO'd after he let go of that one.
This is the way this tournament has gone for Wes. It's the way it's gone really for a lot of the guys. Things start sour, and they turn sweet.
Wow. Well, he's turned every one of his matches around, and see if he can do it one more time. But I think
it's dangerous living, right? We all love a good comeback win, but to get it once, okay. To get it twice, you're fortunate. To get it 3 in a row,
especially against this guy here,
right? Comeback could be in its early stages, though. Opening pair from Malat. O'Neill trying to match him, former PBA Rookie of the Year.
Oh, boy.
Late drop of the 4.
You know, Bill O'Neill fought very hard to get back to this position. You talked about the 4 long years in between wins for him, and has gone through a lot of adversity. And what doesn't kill us only makes us what?
Stronger.
Right? And I don't think anybody would be surprised if Bill O'Neill got to the finals and won this thing. But right now, he's in a pretty good battle early on, game 2 against the Big Nasty. That's taking advantage of a nice break with the trip 4 in the second frame, Rob. Hydration.
It's important.
Now, can Wes Malat put 10 quality shots together in one game?
Good question. I don't think he knows that answer. He's put 3 pretty quality shots on the lane so far here in game 2. So just to recap, remember, you go back to week 2. He had a 1-pin win over Blanchard. Then you go to the round of 16. He rallied to tie things up with the 2-seed Jacob Butler. Went to a roll-off. He won by how many pins?
1.
1 pin to move on to the quarters.
There you go. There's another bad shot.
Stop, Wesley, stop.
Oh, you know when you're in trouble when you're called Wesley. Now it's gotten serious.
Third step, stop.
This is the full yank. 3 boards left of target on that shot. That's a big miss for a professional. Look out. All right. I didn't mean to scare you, Rob.
You did. I closed my eyes.
All right.
Although I will tell you, I was nervous the moment I heard the landing of that shot. Nothing about it sounded real smooth and clean to me. So, Malott was perfect, and then an 8 spare in the 4th. Bill O'Neill, perfect through 3.
How about that stat right there? The only player to make all 4 match plays at this year's World Series of Bowling.
Remember there, he finished 2nd, rather 3rd at the Scorpion and 4th in the World Championship. Now he's a perfect 4 for 4 to start our 2nd game of the quarterfinals. Well, if Bill or any other bowler tonight can roll a perfect game, everyone in America can receive a free game of bowling courtesy of Go Bowling. Do you know how they can claim their free game, Randy?
I do. Just simply go to GoBowling.com, register for the Go Bowling Free America promotion.
Do you see who's in the crowd there behind Bill O'Neill?
I did. Oh,
look who's there on the right side of the screen singing along. Who knows all the words? Kyle Troop knows all the words.
I didn't recognize him with that hair. O'Neill looking for 5. Gets
Drops
5.
the nickel.
This guy's pillow is cool on both sides. O'Neill, front 5.
Troop likes it. He's feeling it right now. He is dialed in. This is a great chant. This is a chant I 100% endorse. Big, nasty, with a big, necessary strike in the 5th.
Nothing more frustrating than throwing shots like the one he threw in the 4th. You pure 1, 2, 3 shots in a row, and it comes out of nowhere. I've lived that nightmare. And you just say to yourself, what the heck is that? What the heck am I doing? And you just want to throat punch yourself.
His only hiccup, an 8 spare, and he's down 22. Ooh. Lazy, good-for-nothing, worthless 10-pin. Slacker.
It's
lazy.
It's the string killer, too.
Yeah. Yeah. I want my guys throwing the high heat at that 10-pin.
The harder the better at the 10.
It's all Bill O'Neill here in Game 2, and the real deal, perfect so far, and threatening to sweep the Big Nasty right out of the PBA playoffs. Rob Stone, Randy Peterson, Kimberly Pressler back here with you. Don't miss out on your chance to watch the top 8 on the Go Bowling PBA Tour. Battle it out, become the Barbasol PBA Tour Finals champion. Tickets are on sale right now for this exclusive event. It's held in Vegas in July at the Red Rock Casino Resort and Spa. For all the details, all you need to do, check out pba.com/tickets. Let's take a look at our track technique, Randy.
Well, Rob, 2 games that look really different, don't they? But not so fast, my friend. They do a lot of things very similar. First of all, the left arm pretty much straight out to the left. And go ahead and run it. And this is what I really like about both these players. Notice how the bowling ball is directly under into the inside of their head. That's perfect position, but check this out. Notice how their hand positions are almost identical. So even though they look very different, they do a lot of things the same. Pretty cool.
Yeah, well, that hand release has been perfect so far for O'Neill. Up 22 as he gets set to close out the 6th.
Now, the critical shot out of commercial break. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
You know what Portland, Maine likes? When you crack open a six-pack.
I love when you say that. Well, that looked good when it got to the arrows, didn't it? And then took out your arch enemy.
Yeah, see, that was a hard-working 10-pin. Put in an effort, decided to join the pit party.
Yeah.
I'm all right with that 10-pin. It's the others that I'm disgusted with. 6 in a row for Bill O'Neill.
Party pit.
Party's over.
Party's over. Not quite yet, though, for Bill O'Neill, who has a 31-pin lead. 4-pin he could make with his eyes closed, and it goes to his urethane spare ball.
O'Neill covers that one with ease. Randy, let's eyeball our strike track 3D.
Well, again, we talked about the two games and how they are very closely related. Well, the shot that these two players are playing, very close related as well.
That one flew right over the 10.
That's a great shot. Not quite up the back of it enough. Come on.
So now back-to-back 9 spares for Wes Malott in this must-win game.
Got around the side of it, which makes the ball go a little bit longer down the lane, Rob, and we're going to have to figure out a different name for the 10-pin.
Do you have an offering?
I got to think of something.
Okay. Wes can max out with a 247. Billy O with the 2. There's a walkway. That almost found the gutter.
Yeah. Bill O'Neill's going to walk his way into the semifinals now.
This
One
has
game
not
lead.
been a typical big, nasty type outing. So what's the genesis of the big, nasty nickname?
His nickname when he first started out on tour was Beast.
Mm-hmm.
And we were doing a show, and I think I had just come off of watching a golf tournament and watching Ernie Els. And his nickname is the Big Easy. And I said, you know what? Big Nasty sounds like something I should call Wes Malott. So I started calling him the Big Nasty. And he liked it. And then a couple years down the road, he made another show, and I called him the Kraken. And he lost miserably. And he came up to me after the show and he said, hey, do me a favor. Don't ever call me the Kraken again. And it went back to the Big Nasty.
I love Wes. He'll offer up his advice, too, right?
Oh, he did it in a nice way.
100%. But you're also going to follow that advice.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, last thing I want to do is wrestle Big Wes.
Yes, sir. You got it, sir. Yes, sir, Wes. How about that?
Good move here.
7 strikes in these 8 frames for O'Neill. Running away with this one, seemingly.
One good one.
Billy just 2 frames away from locking up a semifinal spot Saturday afternoon here on Fox. Coverage begins noon Eastern.
Hey now.
Now Wes is saying, where was that earlier?
Wow.
Bold
Wasn't that close?
effort.
Wasn't that close?
Time now for your Hammer Tough spare replay.
Take a look at this. Yeah, he almost thinned it right into the 10. But the 10 once again, being a punk.
Yep. Disobedient.
West strikes out. He makes O'Neal mark.
Amazing what happens when you commit. Absolutely amazing.
Bad shot in the 4th. Bad shot in the 8th. And O'Neal started with a front 6.
There you go.
And that's the difference in this game.
Didn't like that one either.
He's just out of sorts. Every other shot, every third shot, he gets out of sync. His timing goes.
What is that?
It's over. Bill O'Neal is moving on to the semifinals.
Who will Bill O'Neal face Saturday here in Portland? We're going to find out next. Will it be Dom Barrett? Will it be Sean Rash? Plus, Randall is going to rev you up and then slow you down. Welcome back to Portland, and Bill O'Neal owning that real deal nickname on the big board after sweeping West Malott 2-0 here in the quarters.
Bill, I see you embracing the name, the real deal, Bill O'Neal there. You played a great game tonight, 2 great games, and you just secured your spot in the top 4. How's it feel?
I mean, it feels unbelievable. I didn't feel like I could write real deal down the first time when I beat Jesper because I didn't bowl that great, but this time I bowled pretty good, so I felt like I could write that name down.
You did bowl pretty good, so how would you describe your bowling thus far?
I mean, against Jesper, I was too fast. I was rushing everything. I couldn't calm myself down. This match, I knew what I had to do. I knew I had the ball reaction. I'm using this brand new Black Widow pink. It's unbelievable, and I knew the ball reaction was going to be great. And I just had to make good shots, and I went out there and did it.
Are you going to be watching this next match closely?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I always want to watch what my competitors are doing, how they're playing the lanes. Maybe I can learn something off them.
All right. Well, congratulations on advancing.
PBA playoff semifinal and championship coverage begins this weekend over on Fox. Saturday, it's the semifinals. Sunday, the championship match right here from Bayside Bowl in Portland, Maine. All right, Rob and Randy back here with you. Time for this week's Go Bowling segment with Randy. The question this week comes via Facebook. And we've seen so many two-handed bowlers on the tour. Many more are out there bowling recreationally. And the question is, how can I slow down my rev rate if I'm a two-handed bowler?
That's an interesting question because most people want to know how to increase their rev rate. But if you're a two-hander, there's 2 things you can do to decrease rev rate. One is to flatten that wrist out. Remember, when you're not putting your thumb in it, you got to cup the wrist to hold on. But if you're using the other hand, it kind of supports the ball. So you're actually able to back the wrist down a little bit. And second, pull your fingers out of the finger holes. Maybe only put them in halfway. That'll reduce revs.
Interesting. All right, so we've got one semifinal spot up for grabs, and it will be determined next. Dom Barrett, the Englishman, taking on Sean Rash. Dom Barrett, we're going to show you his path here to the quarterfinals. He's had himself a pretty good little tournament so far.
He really has. I mean, he got through his first match fairly easily, winning by 50, but he was in a dogfight with Norm Duke. They tied 2-0. He needs that shot to take it to a second roll-off. Norm Duke steps up, gets 9. He was lucky to get 9. Dom Barrett now needs all 10 to advance. Hit him thin, watch him spin. Dom Barrett moves on.
As for Sean Rash, your 6th seed, here's his path.
Boy, Sean Rash was solid. In fact, he only missed the pocket once in 2 games. He had an easy go with Kyle Sherman. 227, 237 winner. He wins 2-0, and he moves on.
So Barrett versus Rash in our final quarterfinal showdown. Just one semifinal spot remains in our inaugural PBA playoff tournament. We'll see who fills it next here on FS1. On the right there, our good friend Justin Alfon, co-proprietor here at Bayside Bowl, and beautiful Portland, Maine will be back here this weekend for semifinals and championship coverage. Prather Simonson last Monday advanced to the semis. Just moments ago, Bill O'Neal became the 3rd of your 4 semifinalists. Time to fill out the bracket. Barrett versus Rash. Dom's best finish this season. 4th Sean with the tour title came in a doubles event.
The number 14 seed is from Colchester, England. Give it up for Dom Barrett. The number 6 seed, Montgomery, Illinois, Sean Rash.
So, Dom, you are the last international player standing. How's your confidence coming into tonight?
Yeah, I don't think the international team makes any difference this week. You know, on the East Coast, I think the Irish come in first, and I'm not far away from that. But yeah, it's been a long journey getting here, and I think Sean and I are both ready to have a good couple of games here and then go and relax for the rest of the season.
All right, well, best of luck to you tonight, Dom. And Sean, the last time that we saw you, you played an incredible match, but the only thing that slowed you down was your pin carry. How are you going to adjust that tonight?
I'm just going to keep doing the same thing I did last time I was here on TV. Hit the pocket, make my spares, fill some frames, and hopefully it's enough to take down a great player.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
Again, it's a race to 2 points here. Win a game, earn a point, get 2 points. You move on to Saturday's semifinal. If we're tied at 1 point apiece, it's a 2-frame roll-off. And we have seen plenty of that through the course of the inaugural PBA playoffs. By the way, this crowd here in Portland, give it up for Portland, Maine, right? I mean, you and I, our production crew, we should be standing up and thanking these folks. They have been here night after night after night, cheering on the best in the game.
They're real troopers.
Wicked awesome fans.
Yeah, they are. I'll tell you, our production crew is pretty awesome as well.
Epic. Epic humans we work with. We're really fortunate. Bring it, Portland.
Again, he pulled practically flawlessly against Kyle Sherman. And the only thing that slowed down Sean Rash from having really big scores was a little bit of pin carry, leaving a lot of your favorites, the 10 pin. Tom Barrett's going to go with a high hard one to start.
I think that's a good way to attack life in general. Oh, full throttle. Bring the high hard one. At everything you do.
What makes him so dangerous, though, is that he can throw it like that, then he can move 20 boards to the left and slow hook it and everything in between. And that's what it takes to be a top player out on this tour. Got to have it all.
Sick and disgusted by your lazy attitude. Sitting in the basement, not being productive with your life. Get off your tail and make something of yourself, 10 pin. Sick of it. I love our growing animosity towards the 10 pin. I'm not going to lie.
The string killer.
And all I'm going to say is when I turn and I start my rant and the awesome human beings that I'm looking at right now on our little murderer's row,
yeah,
when they smile, all you guys are doing is instigating me. That's all you're doing.
Vapor Zone, his orb of choice.
Bartender,
make it a double! Off to a red-hot start. Sean Rash takes advantage of that nice little high break in the first. Turns it into a double. Our last match to get in the semifinals. The winner.
Take on Bill O'Neill this Saturday on Fox. Former PBA Player of the Year.
Simonson Prather in the other semifinal. Well, he went high in the first frame, goes high again.
Great shot.
You heard him say great shot.
In between third and fourth arrow, you can see the streak in the blue oil right there in front of you, folks. That vapor zone leaving a little vapor trail as it goes down the lane. No need to think.
It's a great visual effect. Barrett, strike 9 spare. Here's his arsenal going with the Black Widow Pink. And the Black Widow Pink is blue in a lot of pockets because
the blue dye in the oil that gets onto the bowling ball.
Oh, that looked really nice. Oh, that looks so nice. I'm a big Dom Barrett fan.
Is it because you like soccer?
We do spend a lot of time talking soccer. We do. Yeah, that's actually one of the great things is he'll come right up to me and none of it is bowling talk.
Yeah.
It's just away from the center, and we'll talk about, you know, how teams and players are doing. And by the way, the English women's national team, watch out for them at the World Cup in France. They are, I don't even know if I can call them a dark horse anymore. They're going to make some noise, and Dom will be watching them this summer on Fox and FS1. There's another strike for Dom. Attaboy, Dom.
I'm just waiting for the day where I catch you in the act.
Of?
Like, I don't know, I open the door and there you are playing FIFA with Jesper Svensson.
No, that's not going to happen. That whole conversation was very
You guys got
dark.
like empty bags of food laying all around you. And Sean left a lot of these in his first match against Kyle Sherman. Luckily for Sean, Kyle Sherman never really found anything, and he came away with a pretty easy win. But I'm not so sure that's going to work to his favor in this match with Dom Barrett. And in every match that we've seen Dom in, he's used that pretty straight line to start.
He's headed to the Hall of Fame with those 13 tour titles, 2 of them majors, 14th year on the tour, 1 title this season. Came with Matt Ogle earlier in the season for that Rolf Holman PBA doubles show. Can't wait to see the doubles championship material they hand out next year, by the way.
So, like, if you could, if you could choose your weapon, would it be harpoon, flamethrower, bazooka to take the 10 out? Which would you use?
That's a good one, Randy. That's one of the best questions you've ever asked me. Cochina clutch, maybe?
Frames.
Maybe an RKO out of nowhere. Probably a good RKO. So Barrett working on a double, trying to make it 3. Well, he's found that groove there on the right lane.
Isn't it amazing? 2 completely different angles being played by these 2 players. One kicks the 10 out, the other leaves the 10. Googling RKO.
I'll tell you during the commercial break. You know, if I'm Dom Barrett right now, this is probably the best he's bowled all season. His only TV finals appearance back at the PBA Oklahoma Open, finished 4th, and he was the 4 seed, won his opening match versus Tom Doherty. Outside of that, I think it's been a bit of a disappointing season for him, and he pretty much admitted it, saying, you know, the last couple of months have just rolled into one fuzzy ball. But how about that 7-pin? Did it move?
Yeah, it got disturbed, but it didn't go down. And I'm going to have to agree with what you just said about his season. I think Dom Barrett is too good of a player not to notch at least one win a year, minimum.
He's at 7 for his career. 7-pin converted 93% of the time on the tour.
But it just goes to show you the talent pool that we have out here.
100%.
Right?
Week in, week out, we're seeing the best on the planet doing things like this. Sean Rash, Dom Barrett, who will move on to this weekend's semifinals. Here's our Strike Track 3D animation. Rash with the blue, Barrett with the red.
Yeah, and look how much different these two players are playing the same oil pattern. Notice the red ball out in front. Dom Barrett has to be throwing it faster to play that line, Rob. Two completely different lines to the pocket. Look at the position at the arrows. A good 10 boards between the two.
Such great energy here inside Bayside Bowl. Down 12, here he is in the 6th. Sean Rash gets them all to go.
Great shot out of commercial for Sean Rash.
Again, this the race to 2 points. Earn 1 point for every game you win. If we're tied after 2 games at 1 point each, we go to a 2-frame roll-off. If that's tied, we go to a 1-ball roll-off, and we saw that not too long ago when Dom Barrett took care of Norm Duke in the round of 16 to get here to the quarterfinals to take on 6th seed Sean Rash. And here is Rash in the 7th off that strike.
A little slow. A little slow, gave the ball too much time to curve. Now, I asked you this question before, and I think we got caught up in something else, but when I asked you, when you watch this ball motion, would you call that a curve or a hook? Based on the shape.
I'm going to go curve.
Exactly, right? Because isn't a hook straighter, longer, and then that big move on the end? Right? That's what a hook is.
Completely.
A curve is more of a rainbow type of motion, right?
Exactly. That's why I said curve.
I got this guy beating me up on Twitter going, hey, Randy, stop saying the guys are curving it.
You know who that guy is? You know who that guy is?
Who is it?
He's a 10-pin. Now, things get a little interesting for Dom. There's not a whole lot further right he can go, is there?
No. He's standing right up against the ball return. Yeah. And the thing is now he's got to get past it so that he can get the ball into the swing without whacking the ball return.
Spare effort. Nicks it into the pit. Dom can max out with a 248, Rash 237.
This is giving Sean Rash a little bit of time to get back in this with a spare. It's only a 10-pin match, and Sean can tie it up with strikes in the 8th and 9th. We saw him do this against Norm Duke, where he got off to a quick start, won that first game, and then lost his look, moved way in, started hooking it, lost game 2, and then that massive messenger to take it to that second roll-off. Rash taking a re-rack right here. Max score for both players, 237. Rash has only missed the pocket once. That was his last shot on the left lane where he left the 3-6-10.
Oh! Late drop of the 10.
Not this time, 10-pin. Not this time. Yeah, there you go. Go to sleep, 10-pin. Take a nap.
Nighty-night.
I love it how we're both rooting against the 10-pin, no matter who's bowling. It's like, if I have to see another 10-pin, we're going to run down the lane and take it out ourselves. Again, on that left lane.
What the fuck was that? What the hell is that?
Leaves the baby split to 310. 56% of the time is the tour average for this conversion. Nope. And that opening couldn't have happened
At a worse time.
or a better time for Dom Barrett.
Need to move left. Gave that one away. Damn it.
You heard him say it. That is a giveaway.
Come on, man.
A little English filth on that one. No, he's not going anywhere soon. He's staying up against that bar return and throwing the heater in between first and second arrow. Any mark will do. Now the chance is fish and chips. Oh, love it. Love it. Fish and chips. Throw a little vinegar on them.
There it is. 0.1 to the Barrett camp.
Smart move. Just moved in and hooked it. Test shot. Love it. And that's why, you know, we said it earlier in the game that it's surprising that he doesn't win more, as good as he is.
Smart bowler. Intelligent, rarely beats himself.
He's got plenty of power. He knows how to shape it.
He's got experience all over the globe.
Absolutely. But again, it's a testament to how much talent there is out here. Look at Rash. Rash just moved out to where Dom is. He just moved out and trapped it, meaning straighter up the lane from the outside part.
Is that him experimenting or trying to mess up what Dom has?
No, he's not trying to mess anything up. He's trying to find something. Now he's going back to what he was doing. And honestly, what he was doing was okay, with the exception of the two shots back-to-back on the left lane. Now he's got a dilemma. He's got to decide which way he's going to work. Right.
Well, he needs to sort it out fast because one more win and Dominic is off to the semifinals. Barrett, Rash, the quarterfinal conclusion when we return. Here's tonight's Columbia 300 fun fact. 24-player field for this year's inaugural PBA playoffs featured Randy, 2 PBA Hall of Famers, 6 PBA Players of the Year, including Sean Rash, and 8 PBA Rookies of the Year. Kimberly standing by with former Player of the Year, Sean Rash.
Sean, we saw you experimenting in the 10th frame. What line are you going to go with in this next game?
I should let Bopo flip for me. I'm going to throw the first couple out to the right and see what happens. Dom's got a really good look out there. I made a couple bad shots on the left lane and played the full penalty. So, pulled a really good game. Just got struck by 2 shots. So, see what happens. We got another game to go.
Well, you're still in this, guys.
like that, Sean, leaving it to the good folks who sport the Bo-Po gear. Bowl Portland. Love it. Seen a lot of those lids out here the last couple weeks. Got to gear up before I get out of Portland. Bring some of this good stuff to Paris.
Yeah?
So Dom with 1 point after winning game 1. If he takes game 2, he's off to the semis. If Rash wins it, we've got ourselves a good old-fashioned 2-frame roll-off.
You know, there's 2 things I know for sure, Rob. If you see a possum, kill it. It's not a pet. And 10 pins will ruin your bowling scores.
What do you got against a good possum? And their freaky eyes at night. Those weird tails.
I actually thought you would get that quote.
Yeah, I know. You're right. I was a little slow. Jackie Moon.
Everybody love everybody.
Hey, just days away from the FIFA Women's World Cup. Every game live on Fox and FS1. The U.S., your defending champs. Here's Rash in the first.
Hey, watch out for France, the hometown favorites.
Yep.
Ranked 4th. Could be dangerous.
I agree.
I've been doing my homework.
100% agree. They took care of the U.S. earlier.
Rash has definitely made the move to the outside part of the lane. And the result?
Spare conversion takes care of it. So we start this one with matching 9 spares.
Well, it's a gutsy move. And again, you know, the great Norm Duke has always said when you make an adjustment, when you make a move, you have to do it with conviction. Because without conviction, there won't be execution. Sean Rash executed nicely. And he's going to move out on the left lane as well. See if it pays off for him in game 2. He's got to win it. He's gone to the prowler. Something a little bit less aggressive. And now he's on the prowl.
They're at 226, 195. Took our first game. And here he is up on the right side of the lane. Sorry, 226, 205. The Dominator. Up in the second. Party in the pit.
Time to remove your coats, folks, because there's a lot of heat that's being brought in game 2. Both players firing it from the outside part of the lane. One of 4 international players to make the field, Belmo, Andres Gomez, and the Iceman, Jesper Svensson, my spirit animal, all made the top 24 to get to the first ever PBA playoffs.
Next, Svensson bounced by O'Neal back in week 5 in the round of 16. Wow, that's a pretty looking shot. Oh, boy.
He gets it a little bit right. He gets a little softer with it instinctively to make the ball read. When he gets it in, he fires it to hold the ball on line. Part of the lane a little bit better.
Messenger, no!
Pretty good for falling off.
Messenger went knocking on the door, the 10-pin, but that lazy, good-for-nothing, useless pin wouldn't answer the door. Get up and make something of your life.
Nothing worse than Messenger behind the 10-pin.
Takes care of the spare.
All or nothing in this game for Sean Rash. He must win to send this to a roll-off.
one. 9 spare. Strike, strike. Here he is in the 4th. Last year won the U.S. Open as that 4 seed. 3 in a row. Dom's first major title. First of 2 came against
Sean Rash.
Sean Rash. Back in 2013, World Championship. That was in Las Vegas. Dom is just not fazed by this crowd at all. He's been that way throughout the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's some good-looking stuff, Dom.
Yeah, it is. It's on a mission. I think he heard us talking about him.
What were we saying?
How he should win at least once a year, how great he is, how awesome a bowler he is, how beautiful his game is. You know, everything very complimentary. Yeah, that stuff. Raj?
I'm not Raj, I'm Rob. That 8-pin got high load.
I was going to say Rash. Rash, not done. It's only the 5th frame, but he's got to start striking and stringing.
That's a clothesline hammer.
Come on, let's go.
Dom can max with a 290. Sean with a 269. How about the high scores going on here in game 2 of our final quarterfinal showdown? Winner back here at Bayside Saturday for our semifinal coverage live over on Fox. An 11-pin match right now. Rash with 2 in a row. Dom, though, with the ham bone. Will he get 5 in a row and get closer to that semifinal spot? Find out with us next from Portland. Take a look at our Strike Track 3D.
These are the 2 different lines that Sean Rash is playing. Game 1, red ball, way inside. Game 2, what he's doing now, blue ball. Why is it so far out in front? Well, in order to go that straight, he's got to throw it faster. Check out these numbers. Incredible. So he started 23 at launch, lay down area. Now he's at 10, 16 at the arrows. Now he's at 7. Break point identical.
That's crazy. That's wonderful. Wonderful research work there on the fly. My friends at Kegel really giving us some substantial numbers that tell an amazing story that's developed here in the quarterfinals.
Brett Sims and Bob Ford, thank you so much for all your hard work week in and week out here. And also special thanks to Kegel.
You know the best part about Brent?
What?
Laughs at all my jokes.
Really?
Yep. Also always comes to the lanes with food.
He's really good at it.
Did you see the lobster cookie he brought?
I did.
Pretty remarkable.
Oh. Tom Barrett.
Yeah.
Just imposing his will.
5 in a row.
And your friend the 10-pin. Yeah, no.
No chance. Dom runs a tight ship. No slacking with that 10-pin. Dom's going to be bowling in July with our coverage of the PBA League, representing the Philadelphia Hitmen.
He'll be teamed with Matt Sanders, Tom Smallwood.
I haven't seen Smallwood this season at all. Seen another strike from Barrett.
How many in a row is that?
6.
What do you normally do when somebody throws 6 in a row? Especially here in Maine.
Yeah, especially when Dom's around.
You crack open a 6-pack.
Yes, sir. Sean, let's make it 3 in a row.
He's hanging tough.
Sure is. Only 21 pins separate the two.
You got to give him credit. He wasn't afraid to make that big move. The only thing that slowed him down, 2 10 pins. First frame, fourth frame.
They're all going really right here.
Big swing, a lot of speed to hold the ball on line.
Hambone!
Good shot, really good shot. Keeps himself in it, but there's nothing he can do about the Englishman, Dom Barrett. Dom Barrett match score 290. Our highest score of the event. Jacob Buttrick 268. Sean Rash should strike out for 269.
And still lose. Rhino pays with that 266. Way back. Opening week. Opened up with the first 8.
He got it wide. And now he leaves the 2-5.
2-5 taken care of 79% of the time on the tour.
And it looked like a pin got wedged in between the 2 and 5 and
Sure
spread
did.
it just a, yep, you see the 5 getting nudged just a little bit, which brings the chop factor into play. Covers it nicely, but we have another situation, and that is if Dom Barrett strikes out now, he can only shoot 268. Remember what I told you Sean Rash's max score was?
269.
Correct.
There's the visual proof.
And there's the flamingo again in the background.
How do you order a flamingo with a straight face?
I could never.
Yeah! That 10-pin got jumped. Back alley, taken down. Won't remember a thing about tonight.
It was a mugging.
That's how all 10 pins should be treated.
Rash knows that if he strikes out, he will go to a playoff. Excuse me, a roll-off. Gotta have it.
Gets it.
Our highest scoring game of the playoffs.
And it's our final game until the semis Saturday and the championship match Sunday. Remember, we move over to Fox this weekend. Prather Simonson in semifinal #1 on Saturday. Bill O'Neill, waiting to see who he's going to see. It's also streaming over on the Fox Sports app. Highly recommend watching the PBA on the app if you happen to miss the live broadcast.
I'm not sure what distracted him. I mean, anything short of an earthquake or a fire, you should pretty much be used to this by now, right? Something caught his eye. Likes it. Gets it. 2 more. And we go to extras. Guppy Troop in the house. What?
Flamingos are here. Troop is here. And Sean looking to extend things tonight. Six in a row. Finished second early this season in Lubbock, Texas. Won a doubles title. Trying to get to the semis and closer to that $100,000 payday. Big strike.
Now, one more just like it. He's going to take his last re-rack. But can he make the connection? The mental and physical connection. You know, we take it for granted, but so many of our players make it look so easy when it comes down to moments like this where you have to get your body to perform.
Took a re-rack to give himself some more time to stay focused. This for the point and to force a roll-off. What pin did he leave?
Oh, my God.
Go out and hug it with him.
Solid 8 on the fill. Dom Barrett needs all 3 for a tie. We would then go to a one-ball roll-off.
To see who gets this point.
Dom's out of re-racks. And what a great game bowled by Sean Rash. He makes the move, changes his line completely, changes bowling balls, and then fires 268. Dom needs all 3 to tie.
There's one. Dom working that clock. Doesn't have a
little justice for Sean Rash after leaving this. Yeah. Yeah, you know what I think about you, Solid 8. No secret there. Rash gets to start on that lane that he just finished on.
the left lane, and then he moves over to the right.
I don't know what the discussion's about with Sean and his tour rep. I mean, he bowled about as good as you could possibly bowl that game.
Yeah, I'd just stay away from him.
I would just stay the course.
Ladies and gentlemen, by PBA rule, this playoff final match must be decided by a 9th and 10th frame roll-off. Sean Rash will begin the roll-off on the left lane. He'll bowl 1 frame. Then Dom Barrett will continue with the roll-off on the right lane and bowl 2 frames, 1 on the right lane, 1 on the left lane. Sean Rash will end the roll-off on the right lane. There's a maximum of 60 pins available for each player in this roll-off. Good luck, gentlemen.
So Rash up first. At one point, he reeled off 7 straight strikes in our second game. On the left lane. Gets them all to drop.
Take that 8-pin!
He's got the energy and the momentum right now. Dom Barrett doesn't seem phased at all. Goes back, though, to that right lane. Remember, he had a strikeout there in the 10th. Couldn't do it. Got the first, but not the second.
Pretty good. A little soft, and it looked like he tried to curve it just a little bit, and that may have been because of the last shot that he threw in regulation went light.
Takes care of the fourth. Strike for Rash. Barrett with the spare. Now he moves over to the left lane to complete his 10th frame.
Back to some heat.
Shredder. That's pretty straight. 8 at the arrows, 7 at the break point. That's high and tight. All right, 2 more, he shoots 50. That'll force Rash to get 2 in the 10th.
Kyle Troop taking this one in.
Standing there next to his dad. Guppy.
They've always been close. What is wrong with you, 8-pin? What is your problem?
Same lane. Solid 8 again. Got to be the rack. Unreal.
That is frustrating.
Ball
So
right
40
by
for
it.
Dom.
Sean Rash, first strike here. He is moving on to the semifinals. Spare strike will go to a 1-ball sudden death roll-off. Unbelievable.
There's the strike. 6 pins away.
What a comeback.
We've seen comebacks this entire tournament. It has been the theme.
What misfortune for Dom Barrett. That solid 8-pin killed any chance he had, really. All Rash needed to do was step up and throw the money shot, and he did.
Dom is packing his bags.
Yeah, keep it on the lane. That's it. See ya.
Rash
Great performance.
moves on. Drop them all for a 60. And then there were 4. Free beer movement moves on to the semis.